Hello and welcome to Grapple Games TV. This is Josh Fozzard, and today we have a match of Magic for you between Derek Potter and Derek Billadeau. Potter is playing a mono blue devotion deck, and Billadeau is playing a bug control. So Derek leads off with his Cloudfin Raptor, and Billadeau leads off with the Temple of Mystery, scrying, letting him scry and control the cards off the top of his deck. Potter lays down a Hallowed Fountain tapped, and then plays a Judge's Familiar, which causes his Cloudfin Raptor to evolve, and then he swings in for 1, bringing Derek's life down to 19. Temple of Enlightenment, letting Derek scry again, shifting it to the bottom, and passes turn. We got 3 mana for Potter. He's laying down a Thassa, God of the Sea. She allows Derek to start scrying at the beginning of his upkeep every turn. And once she becomes a creature, she can start beating down. Billadeau doesn't want to have that happen, so he lays down his Detention Sphere. Alright, Derek lays down a Azorius Guildgate, and then taps his mana to play out another Judge's Familiar. No evolve this time, and then swings in for 2 damage. Alright, Billadeau shocks in his Hallowed Fountain, bringing his life down to 13. Taps all 4. Plays out Jace, Architect of Thought. And then pluses him up to basically neuter Potter's 1/1s from actually doing any damage. Looks like Potter has 2 Bidents in his hand and a Detention Sphere. He is playing out the Bident. Billadeau plays down the Temple of Mystery, giving him a glimpse into the future. Passes turn. Potter lays down an island, and looks like he's going to be playing that Detention Sphere on Jace. Billadeau has an answer in the form of Dissolve. Dissolves that Detention Sphere, also giving him an extra scry. He likes what's on top, and Potter passes turn. With the Jace trigger on the stack, his 1-powered creatures cannot do damage, so he doesn't swing. Billadeau lays down the Breeding Pool tapped, taking no damage. Taps 3 mana to put another Detention Sphere out, this time getting Potter's Bident of Thassa. Looks like he drew an Ifara off the top of his deck. Which will play out. Fortunately, his devotion right now is to white and blue. It's 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only 5 right now. He needs to be 7 in order to turn Ifara onto a creature. But whenever a creature enters the battlefield, he will be able to draw a card on the next upkeep. Billadeau plays out Sylvan Caryatid. Great mana fixer for 3-color decks. So far, it's the only card that we've seen that he's actually splashing the green for. Alright, Potter lays down another Guildgate, and then plays his second Bident of Thassa, which Billadeau is also able to dissolve. Successfully controlling his opponent thus far. All right, Billadeau pluses up Jace again, keeping those flyers off of him. Potter's now top deck mode, and he plays out his Cloudfin Raptor. Currently a 0-1, so not very intimidating. Hopefully he can get a couple of evolve triggers going on both those and actually sneak in some damage there. Derek pluses up Jace again, and brings out Elspeth, the Sun's champion. He pluses up Elspeth, putting out 3/1/1 soldiers. Ooh, looks like Potter just drew a second Ifara. Completely dead draw at this point with one already on the field.
There's the Holy Kingdom, which is represented by the horse here, yellows. There's the Fairywood, which is represented by the...
And fortunately now that just allows Billadeau to start building up his Elspeth loyalty and getting more soldiers out in the field. Pluses up Jace.
So this one here is telling you you're going to have to turn one of your... You get to turn one
3 more soldiers pop out.
This one here is like...
And a second Sylvan Caryatid comes out. And pass turn. Oh, looks like Derek drew another land, so another turn that he won't be able to play anything. And he passes turn. Looks like Jace's loyalty is up to 10, and Elspeth is sitting at 6. So pretty close to their ultimates. Or Jace could already ultimate, but Elspeth is pretty close. Temple of Mystery giving him another scry. Another plus up on Elspeth. 9 soldiers out.
And the points are going to be scored by these. So this is
Derek is playing his Azorius Charm to draw a card at this point. Alright, let's see what Potter draws this time. Frostburn Weird. Well, that'll allow his 2 Cloudfin Raptors to evolve. Also give him enough devotion for Ifara. But Billadeau puts down another dissolve. Once again, preventing Derek from reaching that critical 7 devotion for Ifara.
I almost brought that, but I knew that.
So do you like how I proxied my bases?
I almost brought that.
Looks like Derek is trying to think about, ultimating Elspeth there. So he puts an emblem out, giving them all +2/+2, and flying.
I don't know much about it.
And then he will also ultimate Jace, allowing him to search his deck and his opponent's deck, exile the cards, and then cast them without paying their mana cost. So he goes through his deck, and what's he going to pull out? Another Elspeth, okay. And then go searching through Derek Potter's deck. Let's see, there could be several good choices in there.
That was answering whether or not he could take the card he was looking at.
Looks like he's just taking a look at the ultimate ability of Jace, just making sure he doesn't have any restrictions as far as what type of card to get.
Yes, sorry.
This is the one game that always happens before.
Looks like he pulled out Cyclonic Rift.
I'd say exile face up.
Yeah, but
So Jace does say you can cast it without paying its mana cost.
I almost. Can I be like? Well,
So I'm not sure why he's tapping mana. It looks like he's trying to overload it. Unfortunately, when a spell allows you to cast something without paying its mana cost, you can't choose the extra alternate cost like overloading. Looks like they realized that and putting the cards back.
Well, he ultimated Jace.
I'm actually a barefoot kind of person.
Took it. Played. We're trying to figure out if he's overloaded. Which I would think not. I'm not sure. I would think. I mean, if you're paying the mana for it, I wouldn't see why it's not legit. So.
Every, not most.
No, you may not. You may not. You may not pay the overload cost. You may pay the spell without paying.
So you can only target one of those creatures with the, or one of his Potter's cards with the Cyclonic Rift. So
Did we mention that was actually uneasy?
Yeah. You're only allowed to pay the alternate cost of you may pay without paying mana cost.
he does have. Okay, so he sends one of the Judge's Familiars back to his hand. He does have 9 soldiers that are currently 3/3s that are flying.
I'm sorry, we don't have smart light. We have medium large.
So even if he blocks 3 of them,
I don't know, they went through the space for these. It's like, really? Okay, then give me the middle one.
looks like they just decided to go ahead and move on to game 2. So Derek Billadeau won the first game with being able to answer pretty much every card that Derek was able to put down, either by putting Tension Sphere on it or a timely dissolve.
I think I should have ultimated Jace sooner. I mean, I didn't see a play. His boards are completely locked. He had a bite in there, so if I ultimated Jace, I was going to draw some cards. Just ticking it up sooner would be the better play.
I've done the same thing.
I wouldn't have at all. Right.
That would have been
All right, here we are on game 2. It looks like they have both kept their opening hands. Derek shocks in a Hallowed Fountain, bring him down to 18, and then cast a Cloudfin Raptor. Billadeau plays a Temple of Enlightenment, scries, passes turn. Alright, so Potter puts down another Hallowed Fountain, this time not shocking himself. Cast a Judge's Familiar, causing his Cloudfin Raptor to evolve to a 1/2, and then swings in for 1.
kind of set the same.
Derek plays an island and passes turn.
No, it's like something.
Alright, swings with both. Billadeau plays Azorius Charm, putting the Cloudfin Raptor back on top of his deck. Still takes 1. Potter probably could have sacked the Familiar to prevent that, but still losing a creature.
Yeah, no, we're in it.
Alright, Billadeau lays down a Mutavault, taps 4 mana for Jace, Architect of Thought. Pluses it up. Pretty much the same plan as the last game. Make his 1-power flyers useless. And looks like Potter is stuck on 2 lands here. He's got a Vidant, Master, Cyclonic Rift. Not quite sure what else I see in there. Alright. Nothing to do, so he passes turn.
And thank you for noticing, Chris.
Temple of Mystery comes out. Derek scries, leaves it on top. And casts Supreme Verdict, clearing 2 creatures on Potter's side of the field. Looks like he drew a Tidebinder Mage. Cast that. Doesn't get the effect. Fortunately, no creatures on the opposing side to tap down.
An average of a 4-hour game. Not 5
Alright, Derek continues to plus up Jace. And this time casts Mistcutter Hydra. It can't be countered. Protection from blue, so very relevant in this matchup. Has haste. So it has 4 counters on it, so it will be swinging in for 4/4 every single turn.
I had 2 of my dad.
It's a very short clock on Potter's life.
It could also be like an hour. Which generally means
Alright, so he pulled a Gainsay. That allowed him to target or counter a blue spell.
6 and 1 for 9, was it? My dumbass decided to take out my Supreme Verdicts because I didn't see it.
He only saw one creature was a single character.
Right, so I have other trees. Yeah.
So you're playing just heavy Planeswalker, your Planeswalker and removal spell version.
Alright, so it looks like he swings in.
Control bug.
Triggered ability from Jace, so it's only 1 damage off of Jace.
She is my Planeswalker of this format.
4 more. Knocking Derek down to 10 life.
Like, I had a hard out for
I
time.
have her in my EDH deck. She's never leaving that.
Have you bombed her with a Time Warp effect in hand? It's so disgusting.
Alright, pluses up Jace again.
It's just, yep, I won the game.
Most I've done with her is like green lines and I actually know I have done it 13 today.
I ran
Alright, Billadeau passes turn.
in the
Let's see if he can get a land. Here we go.
I was running blue-red.
Another Hallowed Fountain.
Tomio control.
Um,
All like small blue counters.
Does not shock it in.
Just pure like the tempo effects like Vapor Snipe.
He has a Detention Sphere, but since that Mistcutter has protection for blue, he couldn't get that. He could have taken out the Jace. Swings in with the Tidebinder. He gets his Azorius Charm back to the top of the deck.
Well, and when I ran her in
Alright, Derek shocks in a Hallowed Fountain, bringing his life to 15.
but just
Swings in 4 with the Mistcutter, bringing Potter down to 6 life.
draw 3 plus the 1.
And looks like he is going to
Card that you draw.
minus Jace this time. Puts out 3 cards.
Fill your hand.
Your opponent puts them in 2 piles, then 1 to your hand, 1 to the bottom of your deck. So Potter puts the Sphinx's Rev by itself. Derek takes the land. And I actually didn't see what the other card was.
United 6 red mana open. So I gut shot it 6 times with my 6 red.
Oh, looks like he has 2 dissolves there, so ready to counter pretty much whatever Potter tries to lay down. He just has to control him until
Life first, just so
the Mistcutter can
like if anything.
finish him off.
Respond.
So he taps 3 and plays Thassa, which unfortunately now he's just is not a creature. He's dead on board. Activates the Mutavault, swings in for 6. That's game. All right, so the game 2 is pretty quick. Being able to land that Mistcutter, having mono blue not able to really do much about it. It's a pretty quick clock. All right, well, appreciate you guys watching Grapple Games TV. Once again, this is Josh Fozzard, and I hope you catch us next time, next Friday for our next Friday Night Magic. See you next time.